My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to the Hearthstone Tombs of Terror. Looks like there's another one of these wings in normal, so we'll complete it and then we can actually get started on heroic. They released it just in time to prevent me from getting into the heroic mode just yet.
We are ready to take on the tomb now. Let's go.
Khartut's Tomb. Explore the twisting depths of Khartut's Tomb in search of a way to defeat death. Okay, nothing else. Twist entombed minions. Alright, let's go in. And we'll play the new class as well. Elise Starseeker is both a druid as well as a priest. The book-smart explorer has proven formidable in the field.
There are artifacts in Uldum that can aid us in our quest, but we must find them.
Let's have a look at all of the things we're not going to take first. Elise's machete. After your hero attacks, summon 2/2 treants wearing tutus. Give them rush. No explorer who has hacked through Unguro would ever leave their machete at home. We also have Audora, a 3-mana 3/6 minion. Battlecry shuffle all enemy minions into your deck. Audora knows that if you've seen one horrifically haunted tomb, you've seen them all. There's also the Junior Navigator, 3-mana 1/5. Whenever you target this minion with a spell, add 2 copies of that spell to your hand. Oh, that's really good. Just drop it and then power shield, power shield, power shield, power shield, power shield. Oh, that's so good. Also, with a high HP stat, that's like a really good minion to drop Divine Shield on. And obviously, in the Druid, you've even got more things like Mark of the Wild and such. This plucky explorer is hoping to lead her first successful adventure. Play Lord's Honor. Academic Research, 0 mana start of game. Draw this, gain 1 mana crystal. Upgrades each time a friendly minion dies. That's really powerful. And its text is, the other explorers underestimate the power of careful study and historical research. Staff of Renewal, 7 mana Staff of Renewal spell. Resurrect 7 friendly minions with the highest cost. Give them taunt. Okay, so a resurrection spell that doesn't suck if you actually like to have some good early game. Glad to see it. In the right hands, the awesome power of resurrection can be used for the greater good. And the thing we actually have is Starseeker's Tools. Discover a minion and spell, they cost 2 less. Suffice to say, Elise always comes prepared.
A true explorer never stops training. There are skills I have yet to learn.
Gain armor and cast spell. Starseeker is, after you cast 2 spells in a turn, add a Moonfire into your hand. Moonfire is a spell. Druidic Teaching. Restore 2 health. Then draw a card if the target is at full health. Okay. It's like a reverse life tap. Elise's Might. Choose 1. Gain +2 attack this turn or gain 2 armor. Yeah, again, it does seem like they just get more powerful as you go across.
Success begins with preparation. Where shall I start?
By looking at the decks you can't play. This deck has... yeah, this is just a token deck. Through and through. Okay. This is going to be a spell-based deck, I have to imagine. It's a buff-based deck, yeah. Buff, spell, you know, close enough. And then Healing Help. Embalming Ritual, give a minion reborn, and... yeah, this is mainly based around healing as well. Sub-theme of a little token. Just a little token.
My quest begins here. With each victory, I expect to face more difficult foes.
Alder Petrick. Alders learn some tricks, like sit, stay, loot, summon beasts. 2 mana hero power Running Wild. Draw a minion from your deck. If it's a beast, add another copy to your hand. Okay. It's like a bad called pet. Alright. I guess it's on a hero power, so you know, it's fine to be bad. Okay, I do want to know what the whole embalmed minions is. Is it the same thing as Violet Hold, where it gives you a random minion at the start of the game and then...
cannot fail.
Oh, these? They are for research.
And then like the whole thing is just waiting for it to pop out? Okay, both of us start with an Eternal Tomb.
Any secrets this tomb holds are being destroyed by evil thugs.
Okay, so...
There is a time for careful study, and a time to punch faces. It's face punching time!
So at this point, it is similar to the Violet Hold mechanic from Dalaran Heist, which was, you know, you have a minion that's locked and it unlocks after a certain amount of turns. These unlock after a certain amount of deaths, so token decks are going to be really powerful in particular.
Researching how to make a few thousand gold, that is.
I should probably just drop a Nephset Ritualist, but Starseeker's Tools. Fine. It's fine. 2 mana, 2/3 will do. Mounted Raptor trade. I do want to stall out this fight as long as we possibly can here. Like, the enemy is going to draw a minion from your deck. Alright, try. I guess they probably have access to Dire Frenzy in that deck. You'd have to imagine, at least. It's fine. Now, I just want to gain armor and cast as many spells as possible so I get as much of my hero power, as much progress as possible in those hero powers and such. Starseeker's Tools, see what we get. 6 mana Gruul is fine, but I don't really need it. I kind of want the Corrupted Healbot. Just play it out this turn. Ooh, and the Dreamway Guardians as well. Lovely. I want the Corrupted Healbot in particular because I may actually want to heal up the enemy. Just so that I can, you know, fight longer, get more of the rewards. Cast more spells. Also, this will give me, in general, just a much better idea of what deck she's actually running. Okay. Now I know every single card in your deck. Cast a spell. Cast a spell. Cast a spell. Unless I can kill my own
I am low on cards.
Corrupted Healbot, this is going to be a little bit of a problem. Gain some armor, gain some armor, see if this kills it.
Whoops. Seemed you took a wrong turn.
It does! Hell yeah! We get to heal back up the enemy, so I get to draw my final card and play it. Woo!
To the darkness.
Enemy has no more friendly deaths remaining, so... Neat.
My cards are gone.
Give a minion reborn, gain armor, end turn, and then I gain armor next turn, we win. Quite pleased with this. Back to you. Optimal start. Okay.
Uldoom is rich with treasures, but I'll need to be smart to take advantage of them.
Battle cries trigger twice. Play the injured Tolvir. Deal 6 damage to this minion. No. We have, I think, yeah, Nephset, which doing that twice is garbage as well. So Battle Cries triggering twice is bad with my basic deck here. Your minions have permanent stealth, gives me the ability to, like, drop a Light of the Naru or drop a Holy Champion and then start using healing as a way to get those more powerful. I still don't think that's going to be a particularly powerful strat. I may actually just want to slow down my enemies.
Time to gear up for my next encounter. Should I focus on my druidic skills or priestly magic?
2 Juicy Psych Melons is far too much. So we don't take that. If it was 1 Juicy Psych Melon and then maybe a 7 drop and an 8 drop, I'd be all about it. Choose the outcome. Honestly, this just has the most high value minions.
Our enemies grow stronger, but I'm getting more powerful as well.
Dovo Fast Fuse. 2 mana hero power, Tomb Boomin. Deal 4 damage randomly split between all characters. Dovo's excavation... Dovo's excavation methods put the boom in Tomb. You gotta love the puns. You do. You really do.
Elise versus Dovo.
I would have gone into like a minion, sorry,
Fast fuse. Brand
token
warned
deck
me
if it
about
were
you.
available.
Hey, I found those explorers. Get them!
When we see Living Roots, we'll just take it and split. I mean, that is a token card, right? And the other one also generates 2 minions, the Oasis Surger. So I need 7 deaths in order to get a Tunnel Blaster. Which actually, funnily enough, will help me deal with the result of the Void Lord that my enemy will end up getting. I also want to put out another high HP minion on the board, just so that it can soak up some of the bombs from the hero power that might come out here. Oh. Garbage. Okay. I want to see if I can get the hero power upgrade. Not hero power upgrade. The druid untapped potential quest, so that I can do like choose one as my archetype.
How many fingers do you see?
It's fine.
Somebody order a bomb.
That's not.
These little guys are great. Wind them up and let them boom.
What? What? Did you just? What? What did the what? Huh? Alright, someone copy that minion. You're Russian. I'll attack the face twice just in case. Yeah, the enemy playing these minions this slowly, like doubling the cost of a goblin bomb, it's pretty harsh for them. Alright, so spell, reborn armor. All things that I need to make sure continue here. That's also set up for Light of the Naru to actually trigger on the Holy Champion. Good lord. Enemies are being really mean to me right now? Okay. Yeah, again here, we'll probably just try and deck him out. Oh, hang on, the Eternal Tomb stays! So it can summon more things? It can summon more things, that's really interesting. You get your Void Lord yet? Yeah, you do. Good. I did want them to get their Void Lord here. I will, however, want to kill it this turn as well. Funnily enough, that Void Lord's going to spawn a bunch of Voidlings that are going to make the Coffin Crasher even easier to come out, but I really don't mind. Thank you for the coins. Those are extra spells that I get to cast. I want the enemy to play all of their booty base. Play all the booties bay. Right, let's gain 10 armor. Murder all of the minions. And gain myself a Savannah Highmane off of it. Great. So now I'm still looking for the final thing. The treasure that we included in our deck at the beginning. Still not enough. Recruited demon, that's not going to be good for you. Okay. Kill Kill that minion, cast a spell.
I'm low on cards.
Bomb gives me the final card in my deck, the Starseeker's Tools. Which will give me... none of those literally matter to me at all, so I'll take the cheapest one. Again, none of those matter to me at all, but there is no cheapest one there. So now, Nash, Hero Power defensively, Ice Rager trade.
Wanna blow something up?
Just don't bomb yourself. Don't do it again. Okay. So you get more armor, more tentacles, go for the base. I'm feeling really, really pleased with how we're going on those progressions. Choose your loot. I mean, look, if you're gonna offer me an old god this early, it feels like I should take an old god this early. That said, Power Word Shield, Azure Drake, and the Ultimate Infestation are all really great. Druid has some really, really good synergy cards with Cthulhu. Like, Claxi Amberweaver is fine. We did turn down Double Battlecry, though, which is a little sad. But Claxi Amberweaver it's fine. But in particular, to be the Arakor Defender. Can't remember. I think it's a 6 mana 5/7 with taunts. Beast that gives +3/+3 to your Cthulhu. I'm gonna go card draw. Actually, a little light on that at the moment. Kazmut. Tolvir Necromancy is your hero power. It's a passive. After a minion is reborn, restore its health to full. Not a friendly minion, just a minion in general. This Anubisath overachiever prefers to re-raise the extra dead. Just a little more challenge for your typical Necromancer. Gotta stretch out a little.
Your knowledge cannot help.
I'll keep Starseeker Soul in my opening hand. I'm also not going to hard mull here. The only reason that I would hard mull is if I'm looking for exclusively the Enchanted Raven or Living Roots, and that's not that likely. I don't want to throw away good plays just so that I can look for... a card that I'm definitely going to draw on turn 1. That was, of course, how I intended to end that sentence the entire time. And you cannot prove otherwise. Right, your first minion is in 6 deaths, Coppin Crasher, and mine is Death Rattle. Each player summons the lowest cost minion from their hand. Blatant Decoy. Interesting. None of those minions are playable this turn, unfortunately. But they cost 2 less. So playable next turn. Defias. It's just good stats. It'll help smooth out our curve. Landscaping, however, is playable this turn. Restore it on full HP, I dare you. That's actually a debuff to not to restore that one on full HP. Yeah. Means I don't have to lose a minion to it.
Mummy needs 5 more.
Ah, if only I still had the device cleaner in hand. Wouldn't be a good reason to deal with it. Death Rattle? Woo! Cartoon Defender. Glad to see it. That should extend this fight a little.
You have been chosen.
Woo! Alright, good. Good. Glad to see it.
Easy.
That sounds sarcastic, but I legitimately am glad to see this because it means that I'm not just gonna have to stand here and like waste turns. One away from my blatant decoy. Got it. It's fine.
Stop these fools from making it worse.
Good card to get.
Just act natural.
Into the darkness.
Let's take you down. What's my next minion as well? Obsidian statue. You know I love that. Lowest cost minion in each hand. I can't play out all of my higher cost minions this turn. I could have the Holy Champion be pulled out of my hand. That's still pretty good. You just made all of my cards one cheaper. Why? Why would you do this to yourself?
Easy.
Also, yeah, the fact that the Holy Champion was going to be constantly buffing itself with Kartut's Defender's deaths made it pretty appealing. Instead, it looks like we're going to lose it to the Generous Bomby. Well, now I'm actually scared of the enemy. So, yeah, ooh, you got me, game. You got me good. I can actually end up losing to this. I would deserve it. Frankly, I would deserve it. But I might have already unlocked a new thing. Yeah, the fact that the enemy actually has endgame here is terrifying. Also, I cannot play Ultimate Infestation anymore. Not allowed. Let's actually not use that. Start thinking about the turn. Nash and start going face.
Easy. The end begins.
Yeah, the enemy fills their board, so the Rat's Golems aren't actually summoning anything anymore. Toshly would be nice. You gave Reborn to that? How dare you?
Easy.
That's so rude. I honestly don't want the enemy to be able to put other minions back on the board. That's a bad minion to take. Oh, and the enemy gets the Abominable Snowman. Yeah, we probably lose as a result of me being a little bit too keen to get out the hero powers and stuff earlier. 4 more cards. Yeah, the enemy's not going to deck out.
Mind if I roll need?
Couple more loot holders. Yeah, we're not going to have time to get him to a couple more loot holders, though. I deserve this. Kill me! I'm done. I'm done on this side. Turn me over. If we unlock anything here, I'm comfortable with it. If we get significant progress, I'm comfortable with it as well.
There is another league to
Yeah.
conquer.
Yeah.
I was outplayed that time.
You outplayed yourself. Nephicet was just also there and watched while it happened. Alright. Well, defeating 2 bosses is not going to get us anything, and yeah, definitely none of the rest of those are going to be affected here. Halfway to Starseeker. Not bad. Druidic teaching. That's going to take a little longer regardless. Alright, fine. Especially considering that the first run took so long to do so little. Here I'm just going to go straight for him.
Elise,
Go straight for these kills.
Oh, fast fuse. Bran warned me about you.
Hey, I found those explorers. Get them!
Enchanted Ravens are a really good opening here. Unfortunately didn't get a 2-drop as well. Hopefully we draw one in the next 2 turns. Yeah, that only really matters if the enemy plays a minion this turn, and they're unlikely to. That doesn't count.
Look out below!
That one does. It's turn too late. So instead I'm just gonna Mounted Raptor and continue going face.
Somebody order a bomb!
If I have the ability to get lethal in a specific way, like getting extra armor this turn or playing an extra spell this turn, like I'll definitely do it. But I'm no longer gonna stall. Just because it'll take ages. After you cast a spell, put a minion from your deck into the battlefield. Yes. I want big minions. I'll take that. Get myself a Prophet Felon in the deck. It's not really all of the large minions that I wanted. But, I don't know. It seems like this is going to be a very, very fast treasure to have taken.
versus Alda.
The League of Explorers cannot fail.
Oh, these? They are for research.
I could have hard mulled looking for, you know, something to cast early. But this is a curve. 2, 3, 4. Like, this will be enough for the kill.
Researching how to make a few thousand gold, that is.
Spellzerk is excellent here. 2-3 stands up pretty well against 2-1.
Such big teeth I have.
Are you going to be going face?
Mojo magic! Mojo magic!
Alright, that's what I'm doing as well. That's what I thought. Mine's Lucian Bark, yours Hadronox. You have no taunt minions so far.
This one's cutting loose.
Yeah, I knew Dire Frenzy had to be in that deck, so it's in that deck if that deck is not the starting deck that you face. Summon a bunch of minions back onto the deck. How you feeling about going face now, bud? Still feel like it was a good idea? And now we're back up to where we were before. Yay! It's almost like it never happened. Well, you agree it never happened, right? We're gonna pretend. So finally, in my first run here, I've managed to get to this boss. Raven Idol specifically being able to discover spells. Like, a Raven Idol that discovers a spell is 2 minions out in the board. After you discover a card, reduce its cost by 1. How many discovers do we have? Like, Starseeker's Tools, and then nothing else. High Priest Armor, Lyra would be really good. Chain off a bunch of spells, cast all of the minions in my deck. Obviously, Dragons gives me the biggest minions here. But I'm gonna need the spells to get the minions. Terravis. Put a random rogue spell or weapon into your hand. Hero power. Slithering into the tombs to snake a few spells and weapons. At this point, I should mull for the Dwarven Archaeologist and Raven Idols and the Enchanted Raven, exactly. Literally, it was going to be the next thing I said.
So you made it to old doom, Elise?
Fine. That's a great curve. Especially if the enemy summons some garbage minions. It might be Starseeker's Tools just to discover a cheap spell, so I get 2 extra minions out next turn, rather than one of the Spellzerkers. Fine. Not that great. I'll take Shadow Madness because it'll probably be quite effective for us.
This one's a real page turner.
Alright. Give you Reborn, see what we get. Summoning it straight from the deck, that's a real good minion.
Spin like the suns, strike like the winds.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the enemy is particularly long for this world.
For the league.
Call it a very good hunch.
I too am just a lone adventurer.
Thanks for the buff. I don't know what that trade was supposed to be.
I have all the minions. I have all the minions. I have all the minions I can.
Yeah. Last thing that we can do is gain a little bit more armor.
Does this hurt?
Good. I don't think the amount of damage that we deal to bosses was ever a factor, at least for this character. So we can pass that completely.
Unlike Reno, I don't go where the wind takes me. I go where the map leads.
Discover a card and gain a mana crystal for each boss you've defeated this run. Yeah. Yeah. Also not great. We go Discovery again. I really need to start pivoting towards big minions, though.
I put my weapons away here, but this is a great opportunity.
We may actually want to consider removing low-cost minions from our deck so that we don't summon those out with the spells. Also, thins down the deck so that I am more likely to get spells in the early game. It's important
Who in
twofold,
the world would run an inn in the middle of this place?
which is also the title of my book about origami. Remove a friendly minion from the adventure deck. Give adjacent minions +2/+2. Dwarven Archaeologist is really good, but I have to get rid of a Stonehill to get it. Thorison, Forest Guide, Acorn Bearer, and Brightwing. I would take all of those. But probably not just one of them. Reduce the cost of your 10 starter cards by 1. Definitely want that. Maybe I gangs all here? But that's not going to be unencumbered in the gangs all here, is it? We've seen that before with Maxwell. It wasn't. Recruit an enemy minion. It would probably be an Acorn Bearer, but I really like. I'm going for big minions and spells. Could be an Emperor Thaurissan, I guess. You know what? It's going to be gangs all here on the Dwarven Archaeologist, because we're currently going very heavy into Discovery, so having a couple of those seems good.
Not friendly.
Diabat. Deal 2 damage to a minion. If it dies, restore 5 health to your heroes. It wouldn't be a problem if you just stopped feeding them. I didn't feed to this boss. I fed to a completely different boss game. It's completely different.
Elise.
Ooh, that's a face I don't think a mother could even bring themselves to love. Yikes.
The League of Explorers cannot fail.
Hopefully, Discover a Spell gives us Innovate. Just get all of the Raven, both of the Raven Idols out this turn, as well as summon 3 minions. Innovate.
Job's done.
Still pretty good. Probably double Raven Idol this turn. Maybe the Powered Shield, though. Just gonna take the cheapest one, though. Damn it! Oh, drew the wrong thing! Prophet Velen, why? Alright, after you discover a card, reduces cost by 2. I don't need that much mana. Where we get the summon. Oh, this Stonehill is going to be funny. Alright, Stonehill. Alright, Stonehill. Turns out this is an infinite. Who'd have thunked it? Where's my Stonehill? I'm not able to win unless I have a Stonehill from that game. How do you expect me to win without a Stonehill? Despite everything, my board is kind of garbage. Thank you for freeing up some space so I can play some good minions. Injured Tolvir is a pretty good pickup there. Alright, so we get our second passive treasure after this fight as well. I think. Isn't this our 5th? I think so. Yeah, this is an easy kill now. Thank you, Katharina. Well, I mean, you know, gain armor, cast a spell, cast a spell. Now I can kill. Efficient ending. Gotta say that much. Oh no, it's after this fight, I guess. I'm gonna start taking dragons. Hopefully that's gonna be how I find my big minions. Gytherus of questions. A riddle within a mystery in an enigma with a funny head. Riddle of the Sphinx. Guess which card the boss will play to banish it. That's gonna be a really interesting fight.
Elise versus Gytherus.
I hope it shows you options that are like mana appropriate.
I've been preparing my entire life to challenge one such as you.
Answer correctly, and you shall pass.
Good. We lighted the Naru first just in case it gets us a Dwarven Archaeologist. Which it does. Raven Idol, Raven Idol, Raven Idol. I'm just using this to flood the board early.
I would have chosen something different.
Would you have? Because mine seem pretty effective. Alright, let's see these choices. Probably gonna play that one. Got him! Ha! Yeah!
Choice.
So it only shows you, like, valid choices that the enemy could be making at that point in time. Got it.
How many fingers do you see?
Okay. So I don't really have to choose what I think they're gonna do. I have to choose what I think I don't want them to do. Don't want you to Zephyrus at all. Every time you show me Zephyrus, I'm gonna choose it. Because, yeah, what's the worst case scenario if they Locust? Not really that bad. Discover 4 cards, gain 4 mana crystals is pretty ballin'. Especially when you have the amateur relicologist. Oh my god. Let's go for murder.
This hurt for the lead.
Just as you are. Now I get my second treasure. Darklight Torch. After you play an even cost card, refresh your hero power at cost 0 this turn. Not that great. We don't use our hero power here often. I think it's Titanic Ring. Your minions have +1 health and taunt. It's just going to make it really, really easy to dominate the board early. A Malagos and 2 swipes? Yes. Sup, Bob? Unless Death has a ridiculous like gimmick. Well, we are going to deck out really early against Death. That's something that we do need to consider.
In the middle of this place.
We've got warm food and good company in this haunted tomb.
Choose a new starting hero power. Yep. And we'll take Starseeker. Remove all cards from your adventure dock that cost 2 or less? No. Summon your taunt minions that died this game. My Titanic ring means all of my minions are taunt minions to a degree. But I think that's because it's provided through a buff. It's not going to be resummoned with Hatronox. But it still might be Round of Drinks here. Friendly minion, discover a minion to replace it in your adventure deck. Fine. I was going to go for the highest cost thing that was available, but Genzo's... Mind control tech's pretty important.
TC-130 mental dislocator.
Friends that explore together stay together. Am I right? All right, they're all with you then. Oh, look out for the mummies. They're not friendly.
Yeah, so it was giving them each +1/+1s for the run as well. Good. Dark Ritualist Zafar. 3-mana mummy ritual. Resurrect a reborn minion with 1 health. Likes his ritual like he likes his coffee. Dark and twice brewed. What will Death's mechanics be?
The League of Explorers cannot fail.
The ritual begins.
It's probably going to have a lot of board clears, which is going to be a little bit frustrating for me. I'm going to throw back the Dwarven Archaeologist. Only if I like have early mana crystals or something like that. Should I keep it? Especially because I could mull into the map of Oldham, which is the most important card in my deck right now. Discover 6 cards, gain 6 mana crystals. Pretty good. That's great. So next turn I can cast 2 spells, which gets me a Moonfire, which is another spell.
Mummy needs 5 more.
Okay. Discover a spell. Finding Mark of Nature. Summon a 1/1 Jane Golem.
Do you see?
And that gets me a Moonfire. A Moonfire. Oh, the Dwarven Archaeologists are out in force.
Mummy needs 5 more minutes.
Okay. Let's go for the swipe.
Engaging TC-130 mental dislocator.
Happily losing you. And you.
This hurt.
Gotta make space on the board for my better stuff later.
I see a dark future.
Nash and Mark of Nature can come out in the same turn. Getting us another spell. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll Nephset here. Gaining a bunch of damage. I'll put out another Dwarven Archaeologist, but I don't think I need it. So I'm just using this as a trading material. Well, now maybe I do. Agreed. I'm going to add you all to the match to spam hateful messages at you. Because that seems to be the typical response to Murloc decks. I'll never understand why people do that. But every single time, I'm gonna roll the dice. Every single time I accept the friend request and I'm like, hey, good game. That was really fun, even if I lost. Because sometimes those people are just cool as hell. But a lot of the time, they're very mad. I don't even play Murlocs. I play Burgle Rogue on ladder at the moment, actually. The spell Burgle Rogue. Sorry, the quest Burgle Rogue, rather. Too little, too late. It's, another possessed lackey. I'm real sorry for you, bud. I'm just trying to cast spells here. Ooh, that's a Malagos. With Moonfire as well. Lovely. Yeah, banking a bunch of Moonfires and having Malagos out may actually end up being our win condition in one of these fights. We're honestly just looking for spells at this point, so I'm going to take the cheap ones. Illadara Sunsdawn? Passive hero power, staking a claim. Whenever a discover card is played, all minions gain +1/+1. Well played! You're done! It doesn't say friendly minions, and it doesn't say whenever this hero. So, we're good.
Oh, great. The League of Explorers. Again.
Journal entry number 542. Reliquary presence in Olddoom. Motives unclear.
Probably grave robbing. I'm gonna go with the big old GR. Well, didn't get a good mold this time. It's fine though. Definitely gonna have to start killing those though, because the enemy can easily buff them.
Who are we hitting today?
I gotta learn how to log out of Discord before I start to record. No discovery going on yet, I guess. I assumed it would have triggered faster if it was that, which is why I was like, oh, I can't find go face. Turns out I wasn't. And shouldn't. There goes my spell Zerka Swipe Dream. That's a good minion.
Let's go, recruit.
You gonna sleep with the fish?
Woo! Good one to have gotten. Alright. Well, look. Cobalt. Trade that across. Buff my minions a million times. I'm gonna take that. And oof, that. I could have been going for a Murloc build here. That one. That's fine. That too. Mecha talk. Okay. That should have done the thing. I guess I'm kind of glad it didn't, but it should have done the thing. I'm gonna get another minion out.
Job's done.
Yeah, this deck is nutty.
Awaken, my children.
I'm doing that literally just to get a Moonfire right now. And also for the damage. There's a point to be made in that. Plague of Death or silence all minions and kill them is almost certainly about to be cast next turn. Good thing the enemy is not going to get to that next turn. So does the Moonfire count as a spell for the sake of the hero power? Oh, it totally does. Oh, you can use that in such nutty ways to go off. I can't wait to actually have runs that are based entirely around that rather than picking up later. Oh, cool. There actually is a Hearthstone in it. Start of game. Draw this. Escape to the tavern and remove this from your adventure deck. Damage persists against plagues. Surely this is excellent. Deal 5 damage to all enemy minions, then shuffle this into your deck. Nah. It's board clear, I guess, but I shouldn't need it. Zaitama, Plague Lord of Death. Hero power, trigger a friendly minion's death rattle on a 0. And its cast, likely, like all other plagues so far, auto casts at the start of turn, which means if the enemy doesn't already have a plague minion down, there's probably no problem. Rather, death rattle minion. Third plague rests in final breath. You face the ancient Lord of Death. So that's what the previous line about you can use the Hearthstone to run away was referring to.
Versus the Plague Lord of Death.
Rather than just like making a WoW reference.
The League of Explorers has faced death before. I do not fear you.
The end awaits.
Okay. It's not that bad, frankly, that hero power. Not that bad for us. Not really getting the spells that I was looking for. I've specifically been like hard drafting spells and trying to ignore minions, so.
This thing is bigger than I thought. I will not defeat it in one battle, but I can weaken it.
Alright. I'll leave the Embalming Ritual until I play 2 spells in the same turn, because then oh, never mind. Okay, the enemy doesn't do them in that order. Interesting. But because then I get Moonfire, which is another spell for me. What a find!
Mine! Oh, mine!
I'll actually have a look at these. Give all minions in your hand +3. +3! That's actually really bad for us. Sylvanas is pretty good, though. God. Alright, fine. Enemy loses a Shifting Shade. It's okay. I really need a Raven Idol right now.
Death and rebirth
Or Swipe.
are one.
Well, give me a Stonehill. Battlecry, your opponent summons a minion from their deck. I don't know if I want to do that. I could play it this... No, I can't play it this turn. Well, I'll take a Sludge Punch then. I imagine the enemy's probably going to trade into the Dwarven Archaeologist here. Ooh, come on. Use that hero power on it. Are you seriously going to use your hero power on that? No. Okay. Whew. That would have been mighty awkward.
Bring out your dead.
Dead Ringer. Fine. Yeah, that's a shame.
Get these off of me!
Yeah, that has Taunt. Both of them do, in fact. That's a little bit of a problem for us.
Life is
Can I please have some of my spells? I drafted a hell of a lot of them, I promise you that. It's like very much my strat. Come on, spells. Oh, Plague of Death got burned. The enemy probably has like 7 copies of it in the deck, but I'm still glad to see it go. Hello, Sylvanas.
Rise from your grave. Nothing.
Where are my spells? I swear I drafted them. You saw me draft them. Game, give me spells. Yeah, that's a problem. For that reason. I knew that was going to be a problem, but I just hoped that I was going to have spells. Yeah. It seems like I kind of deserve some spells.
Inside that thing for months.
Game. Please.
How many fingers do you see?
I'm literally begging you.
Let none survive.
Death is unstoppable.
Good thing I didn't hold on to that embalming ritual. I didn't get another spell.
Get these off of me!
Nice try. Thank you. That's a spell. What gives a spell? Take the Emperor Cobra. Put a copy of an enemy minion into your hand. The copy's not going to have the same stats.
Out of my jungle.
Are you really just going to give me garbage minions? Because that'll be hilarious. We finally got Malagos. I mean, it like instantly dies to the enemy Mord, so it's actually not good to have here, but we finally have Malagos at least.
I have no time for games.
I guess I'm happy to have garbage minions because Sylvanas is out. Don't you dare take... What? I cannot believe this fight. Not only did the enemy have the perfect min... The hell? Not only did the enemy have the perfect minion in their lock, we get to come back here?
I might be able to recruit some help here.
Elise, what a delight seeing you here.
You're all fired, definitely. Get all of these minions out of my deck. We've seen, we just clearly have way too many minions.
Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Let's find a bad spell to remove. Nash isn't that great. Let's brood and see if there's actually something where I want to take all of them. I definitely want to Gangzol here, Malagos.
thing.
Battle Cry. And then the rest of them aren't that great. Yeah, I'm not going to round up drinks.
Oh, look out for the mummies. They're not friendly.
Okay, deck just got a lot better. And yeah, the damage persisted. We could have done so much there if... It's fine. I'm engaging anti-tilt. Here we go. Anti-tilting technology engaged.
Elise versus the
Well,
Plague
good.
Lord of Death.
This is the first time we've ever fought the Plague Lord of Death, so why wouldn't we be?
The League of Explorers has faced death before. I do not fear you.
Death itself cannot be stopped. You shall see.
Alright, Enchanted Raven out on turn. I don't want to draw Malagos.
Mummy needs 5.
Definitely trading against that. Next turn, I get to play a Dwarven Archaeologist and Starseeker's Tools. That's going to be so good. The minion in there is Zarek, Master Cloner. That's fine. Complete garbage for you. And the Skeleton Knight. Pretty bad for me too. You get a card from my hand. That's a problem if you got the tools. So we reduce the cost of whatever we get here by 4. I don't really want a Heckle bot though. Also, the power of rock gives me a spell. I'm gonna Devour Mind. And yeah, trade into the minion. Devour Mind, hopefully here, is going to provide me with a lot of gas. Hard casting that out of hand is rough. What a find! Branching paths. It's pretty good. Provides draw if we need it. It's funny, this game is a lot easier when you have spells. Strange thing, that.
Engaging TC-130.
Mental Dislocator! Leave that Moonfire there. Probably next turn, Branching Paths, double attack. Maybe not. Ooh, you took a bad one. All right. I'll do. We've got Power of the Horde, summon a random Horde warrior. That'll do. That'll do quite nicely. Yeah, Rogue's Dude is the best one. You gonna get out of your deck? Death Lord. Alright. Seems appropriate. Yeah, the enemy just constantly generating Sylvanuses and stealing all of my stuff is... it's gonna be a rough. Gonna be a bad time.
Get these off of me!
Frankly, I need to kill her after doing that so that I can try and give my enemy a garbage minion. Or at least a minion more garbage than my current board state. Yeah, that'll do.
Out of my jungle.
Just burn that to get the Moonfire as well as summon another minion from my deck.
Pay the iron.
Pay the iron price? Is that like a common refrain outside of Game of Thrones?
Get these off of me!
Probably gonna branching paths for draw both times, rather than try and rush the enemy down or anything similar. Yep. Ooh. All right, let's see if I get another Malagos out. Then I'm going to start considering just going face with these Moonfires. Well, lacking that.
Be gone!
Lucian Bark. I mean, the enemy doesn't restore that much HP, so Lucian Bark shouldn't be a problem.
Death is unstoppable.
That's attack across. And then murder you. Should have traded off my own minion first. Ryan, there are orders to these things. Murder you. This is exactly what I've been looking for. Specifically having Malagos as well as Prophet Valen out. Should have saved that spell for the next turn. That's my bad. I'm just getting giddy about the idea of dunking the enemy ridiculously. Oh, I'm gonna dunk you like a biscuit. Let's go. Woo! Trade that across. I'm happy to trade that across just to get space on my board. It's fine. So that I can power the Horde. Give me another spell as well. Which I'll save for another turn. If I'm not generating a Moonfire, I don't use them. That could become a problem. I can totally see the eventuality where the enemy just has like a bunch of Thaddeus. It'd look a lot like that. Thankfully, Moonfire literally kills Thaddeus. Just Moonfire. That said, I may want to use Thaddeus to trade off some of my bad minions first. Make some space on the board so I can summon another Malagos. 22 is pretty good.
Remember, kill Thalos.
Fine. To all minions. I should have known that was coming out. That's entirely my bad. I should have known that that was about to be summoned.
I foresaw this.
This will be your downfall.
First minion for each player that dies in a turn has Reborn. Well.
I have no time for games.
Into the shadows of death itself.
It's just attack face and then trade. Lose the board. It's fine.
For sword.
How? The ordering there makes no sense at all. Die. If that's what I have to do to get the board clear so that the enemy doesn't just constantly resummon Anomalous and clear my board every single turn, that's what I gotta do. I hate that that's what I gotta do, and I don't think that's what I should have had to do. I don't even know how that happens. Thanks for the Sylvanas, I guess. See if we can get draw of some kind. Discover a copy of a spell in your deck. That'll do it. Get me, like, Map of Uldum. Boom. I have defeated... Okay, thank you. It had to take time to update, but... that was about to be really, really unfortunate.
Let none survive.
Let's do that. Board, get another minion out. Not another Malagus, that's fine. We don't really want to draw more cards at this point. Entomb's really good. Regenerates a free spell. Zubot could actually affect a couple of minions right now for us. Lotheb is incredible. I very rarely want to silence my own minions. I might get a lifesteal minion, who knows? Yeah, I don't want to burn any card from the top of my deck because that was just a copy of the map to Uldum rather than the map to Uldum. The first minion would die and would get reborn, so that would be N'Zoth.
Let none survive.
Let's throw all of those. Swipe the face. Take a good minion, not the bad one. That'll count. So we have a beast and a dragon out now, so that's like fine for Zubot. Zubot's not really getting much better past this point. That said, I kind of want to entomb that because I don't want the enemy to like multicast that later. I immediately summon it out of my deck. Lovely. And this Moonfire is free because I just get another Moonfire back in hand as a result of casting it. Yeah, I'm going to deck out by the time that, you know, I'm trying to really do damage to the enemy here. That's fine. It happens. There's the map of Uldum. Okay, The first thing we kill is that chump minion because it has reborns. And it comes back. Alright. Map of Ultim giving me that many cards is very good though. So I'd be forfeiting the value of 3 of its cards. How am I okay with that actually? I was really hoping for a couple more spells here, game.
You are better. You die now.
Hadronox is going to be really good if it dies after the Void Lord. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to kill anything except for the Lich King first here.
I cannot hold any more cards.
Oops. It's fine. We're not going to be able to get the full value out of Hadronox ever anyway. Your hero power is deal 1 damage to all minions if any die at an untimely demise to your hand. Uh-oh. It's 3 damage to all enemies. Yeah, this is rough. Shouldn't have summoned my biggest minion, probably, Ryan.
Cold darkness consumes all.
And giving it reborn. Ooh, I'm such a good gamer. Really bad play. Really bad play. I have no excuse for it. It was just a really dumb move. Sounds.
I need to concentrate.
I see.
This document looks legally binding.
Do that. You know what? No. We're going to continue going face. I'm running out of deck eventually anyway, and the enemy's just going to constantly be using the deal damage to all enemies. So I may as well. Another Void Lord. Lovely. Okay.
I'm low on cards.
Just a touch. Obviously, Hakar is a huge problem for me here. The Corrupted Bloods, you know, accelerate the rate at which we die. That said, the enemy constantly summoning me more minions from my Underbelly ooze is pretty good. All of those minions constantly having taunt is pretty good. So, unfortunately, since all of my minions always have taunt, we can't really just hide like a really powerful minion behind them, though.
My cards are gone.
It's the final one.
As you command.
Each player summons the lowest cost minion in their hands. Interesting. Let's see if that kills you. How'd it do? Hey. I'm fine with putting that into my deck. because it was going to happen anyway, and the enemy, I don't want to have the enemy, you know, decide what minion they kill with it. Ouch. Rude. Yeah, now's about the time we pass and die.
My cards are gone.
Okay. I can actually kill Thaddeus this turn, but it takes like all of my everything to do, basically. Trade both in. Frankly, I'm not getting much more damage past this point anyway, so I may as well start going face. We'll play the Moonfire after Malagos. Yep. I'm still pretty pleased with this. Just as, like, if the first run... if the first run against the first fight against Zatma wasn't complete RNG garbage, we would have easily killed it in this single run here. 1.5 hours? No, it's a good episode length. Yikes. There you go. Kill us. We're done. Gives us something to look forward to in the next episode at the absolute least. I promise you you're not gonna need that, bud. 'Cause I'm dead. 1 corrupted blood, 2 corrupted blood, 3 corrupted blood. Having spellcast summon minions out of your deck, a bunch of Malagoses in there, and then changing your hero power to give you more spells, specifically Moonfire, is pretty ridiculous. I want to know exactly how many spells I had, because... Ooh, Druidic Teaching. Neat. As well as one of the other decks. And the Machete. And Ardara. We got a lot of unlocks there. So how many of mine were spells? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. So more than a third of my deck. And I couldn't draw any for the life of me in that first fight. You know what? I'm not salty about it, except I'm clearly still out. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been a long episode of Hearthstone. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.